A Strela 10M belonging to the Ukrainian armed forces was tracked by Russian operators. It was then destroyed by a Lancet UAV. The 24th Separate Guards Brigade reconnaissance units, affiliated with the Russian Army Special Forces, have been actively serving on special operations fronts since their establishment, and have been actively advancing within the Central Group for the past 2 years.
Don't forget to leave your opinion about the video in the comments, subscribe, and like.
Давай, уходим. Шама, работа с пулемета. Уходим.
Footage from the city of Dmitrov in Donetsk, where Russian forces continue to encircle Ukrainian forces from the east. The footage shows that the city has been captured by the Russians and that they are moving around freely. Nighttime attacks on enemy targets in the Dnipropetrovsk, Odessa, and Kharkiv regions. Local sources reported large-scale fires at industrial and energy facilities in the Dnipropetrovsk region. According to preliminary data, the attacks hit transportation infrastructure and ammunition depots. Iran UAVs were active in the region throughout the night. Later, waves of UAVs advancing towards the Odessa region were observed. Targets in the Lyman regions were hit. According to space surveillance systems, satellite images show 2 fires in the Izmail region. In the morning, a group of Iran UAVs attacked targets in Kharkiv. Local sources reported a series of powerful explosions that could be heard from quite a distance. An FPV drone pilot from the Rubicon Center spotted a moving vehicle during a combat mission. There were civilians in the vehicle and they got out and raised their hands. The operator moved the drone away from the vehicle. These images are proof that Russian operators did not harm civilians. While conducting reconnaissance in free mode, the UAV operator encountered a pickup truck belonging to Ukrainian forces. Footage of the legendary destruction of Ukrainian forces' positions in the Kharkiv region by FAB. Donetsk front. Footage from combat operations by the Central Military Group destroying an attack group belonging to the Ukrainian armed forces attempting to enter Pokrovsk.
Подлетает. Нет, это не FPV, вот она подлетает туда, к кустам. Еще 2 же туда же бегут к ним.
The new version of the Ukrainian armed forces pickup truck heading towards Kharkiv. Evacuation modification. The absence of doors allows Ukrainian armed forces personnel to jump out of the pickup truck when they see an FPV drone in the cage corridor while on the move. These pickup trucks burn even better thanks to the airflow inside the vehicle. An FPV drone got caught in the nets, and the ammunition on it did not explode. The FPV drone crew is destroying Ukrainian armed forces artillery. The destruction of a 2S-1 Gvozdika self-propelled gun, a D-20 howitzer, and an Italian-made FH-70 can be seen. Crew members from the 18th Motorized Rifle Division, 11th Army Corps, and 34th Motorized Rifle Brigade are engaged in combat. Ukrainian infantry temporarily lost artillery support at the front line. Russian UAV operators detected and subsequently destroyed the enemy Baba Yaga used to monitor ammunition at the front while monitoring their own operations. A Lancet air defense missile attack destroyed the Buk M1 air defense missile system in the Zaporizhzhia region. The destruction has been confirmed. Don't forget to join our Telegram group. A Russian drone operator found an ATV belonging to Ukraine's 42nd Mechanized Brigade. It was parked under a bridge. The FPV drone destroyed the four-wheeled vehicle. Another Ukrainian self-propelled gun destroyed in the Marganets district of the Dnipropetrovsk region. An airstrike was carried out on the Mykol shelter in Volkonsk, on the left bank of the Vovcha River. This appears to be a helicopter-guided missile. Three Russian soldiers traveling in an ATV spotted a Ukrainian FPV drone and destroyed it with small arms fire in the last few seconds. A Russian fiber optic drone discovered a Ukrainian soldier hiding in a hut during reconnaissance. The soldier opened fire at close range, but failed to shoot down the drone. The Ukrainian soldier fired a magazine from his automatic rifle at close range at the drone, but failed to shoot it down. The Russian brigade's assault regiment's UAV unit prevented the enemy's counterattack by striking an armored vehicle with an attack FPV UAV. The crew abandoned their custom-built Hummers and retreated on foot. UAV operators attached to the 215th Separate Reconnaissance Battalion, affiliated with the 98th Airborne Division, discovered and destroyed an enemy ammunition depot. Another Ukrainian armored vehicle was destroyed in this manner in the Sumy direction. Operator parachutists destroyed an enemy hexacopter for flying in a restricted area. It is particularly noteworthy that the hexacopter was unable to complete its mission, thereby saving the life of a soldier or piece of equipment. Russian air forces destroyed a temporary staging area belonging to a Ukrainian Armed Forces brigade in the Kharkiv region. The 4 FAB bombs fired hit all targets squarely, wiping them off the map. In the first image, the Russian armed forces supported the Vostok National Guard's offensive by cutting off enemy logistics in the Dnipropetrovsk region. 4 FAB 500 bombs destroyed the bridge. This bridge is a pontoon bridge used in military tactics. It is a bridge that can be set up very quickly and removed again when desired. In the second image, another bridge, which was also very important for Ukrainian forces' logistics, was precisely destroyed with FAB bombs. Two Russian soldiers fired explosives at a Ukrainian shelter from close range. The Ukrainian soldier had responded negatively to the call to surrender. Regarding the activities of the Russian Air Force, footage of the destruction of the Ukrainian Armed Forces 110th Brigade in the Uspeniuka region. FABs from the Central Group are striking Ukrainian armed forces positions in Pokrovsk. FAB bombs are not like drone strikes. It may be possible to escape drone strikes and survive. However, with FAB bombs, the situation is the exact opposite. The Ukrainian Armed Forces operations in the Krasny-Lyman region continue. A day earlier, fiber optic operators attached to the 164th Motorized Rifle Brigade simultaneously disabled 2 enemy tanks on the outskirts of Dubrova. The FPV drone operators' agile maneuvers deserve praise. Using drones on the battlefield is no easy task. Objective monitoring of artillery fire by the Dnipro military group targeting the gathering of Ukrainian forces in Kherson. Dnipropetrovsk region. Footage of the destruction of 2 Iskander-M mobile missile launchers, Patriot air defense missile system launchers, and other SAM equipment at a radar station near the city of Pavlohrad. UMPK-equipped heavy FABs destroyed the Ukrainian Armed Forces PVD in the village of Grafskoye in the Kharkiv region with epic strikes. The UAV unit affiliated with the Southern Forces Group destroyed an enemy ground robotic complex transporting supplies using an FPV UAV. The destruction footage has been objectively verified. Suppressing enemy resistance in the Krasnoarmeysk direction is possible, including with the fire support of sniper groups. The objective is to eliminate enemy manpower and unmanned aerial vehicles. Attack and reconnaissance UAVs, FPV, and heavy helicopter UAVs are present everywhere here. The sniper unit is equipped with various types of rifles, ranging from the time-tested SVD to modern high-precision SV-98 and Orsis rifles, as well as Kalashnikov assault rifles. The choice of weapon depends on the specific mission and terrain conditions. Additionally, Russian soldiers have gained significant experience countering enemy FPV drones and can quickly dismount from their vehicles to destroy them.
Красавчик!
Крыло!
This afternoon and evening, airstrikes were carried out on targets in Dnipropetrovsk and Kharkiv. 12 Garan UAVs flew to the center of Dnipropetrovsk, and about 10 UAVs flew to Kharkiv. Airstrikes were also carried out on the railway infrastructure in Chernihiv. Power outages were observed in the Nezhin district of the region. Don't forget to join our Telegram group. According to a statement from the Russian Ministry of Defense, the crew of a T-80 BVM tank belonging to the Central Military Group disrupted the rotation of Ukrainian armed forces units in the direction of Krasnoarmysk. The tank, in a closed firing position, managed to hit its targets with precision. Objective verification confirmed that the operation was successful. Kupiansk direction. Russian armed forces FPV drone operators carried out intense attacks on Ukrainian forces' logistics during night operations. These pickup trucks, which were rapidly transporting supplies, ammunition, and equipment to the front lines, were destroyed by the Russians before reaching their targets. These pickups were also carrying construction materials. Even though the pickup trucks were rendered unusable after the drone attacks, drone strikes continued one after another to ensure they were completely wiped off the map. Such vehicles can later be used as traps, therefore they must be completely destroyed. A Russian reconnaissance UAV detected the location of 2 Ukrainian infantrymen advancing on the Dnipropetrovsk front. A fiber-optic drone immediately arrived and began searching for the 2 Ukrainian soldiers. The fiber-optic drone, working in conjunction with the reconnaissance UAV, located the target. Russian forces are advancing towards Novopavlivka from the south, from the direction of Filia. An epic video from the cameras of Garin kamikaze UAVs during attacks on a train carrying Ukrainian armed forces property and fuel tanks in the Bobrovitsia district of the Chernihiv region. The UAVs also captured footage of Ukrainian armed forces helicopters attempting to stop them. The attack took place approximately 150 kilometers from LBS. In the Donetsk direction, FPV UAV operators struck an electronic warfare station and a shelter where Ukrainian armed forces infantry were located. The destruction footage was verified with objective confirmation.